Return your calls, 'cause I don't like you. Sometimes I think, what the heck, and next time I'll punch you in the neck. Stay away, I don't like you. Driving me to homicide. Nobody noticed if you died. It's because they don't like you. There is nothing to discuss. I hope you get hit by a bus. Why don't you kiss my ass? I don't like you. It's not me, it's you. Please go get a clue. I cannot explain what's wrong with your brain. Go jump off a bridge. Go die in a ditch. Just piss off, you stupid bitch. I don't like you.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Yeah, testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 3 4 7 8 9 305,000 motherfucking 7. I'm trying to get this thing working right, and it just keeps resetting every friggin' time.
Can anybody understand me? Why? Why does this shit keep happening? I don't know. Why? Why, oh why? Anyway, welcome to the show. March 5th, 2015.
Okay, enough of that. I'll use it with Alyssa when she least expects it.
You better not.
But I'm not doing it now. No, I'll be nice. There's Alyssa. She joined us late, but that's okay. It's all great. Even late. Isn't that like a...
It's a Taco Bell.
Oh, the Taco Bell thing, yeah.
Eat great, even late.
Yeah. Why is your freaking camera always mirrored? Again, I go ahead and...
I didn't do anything to the camera.
Not you. It's
Okay.
the freaking program.
Okay.
So chillax there, babe.
Okay.
So welcome, everybody. And welcome to the show. Wednesday, March the 5th, 2025. I already said that. That's okay.
You did.
Because most people don't listen to what I say anyway, so I just have to repeat it. It's just the way it is. The way it's always going to be. Show announcement. And there will be a slight change. Very slight, because I'm actually impressed. And I'll tell you why in a second. But there is a slight change that's going to be happening probably sooner rather than later. I don't know exactly what date this is going to happen. I'll have to double check with Microsoft. But apparently Skype is being shut down.
Oh.
So the number you see there, 813-699-5353, will no longer work after a certain period. Now you're gonna say, "Oh, but I love calling in every day." No, you don't.
John
You're
does.
lying. Yeah, John does. John would be the only one to say, "Well, how do I call in now?" Well, luckily, Google Voice allows me to get a number free. By the way,
I thought that was a Google Voice number.
no,
Okay.
it's always been Skype, and I've always had to pay him a monthly, quarterly fee, only like $20 a quarter.
I see.
But that's where I got the number from, 813-699-5353. Yeah, no way I'm going to give my cell number. Are you freaking crazy?
Well, no, I knew you weren't going to
Yeah.
give your cell number, but
Not doing
I
that.
just thought it was a Google Voice line.
No. But shockingly, as soon as they made that announcement, I would go on Google Voice. I'm trying to see. Okay, I got to get a phone number that's similar. You're never going to fucking guess.
What?
813-699-5595.
Not too far off.
That's pretty damn close. That's pretty close. That will be our number when Skype turns off. I mean, if you want to try it out now, because I'd kind of like to see if it works, because I had to load up the app. Like, you can go on googlevoice.com or some shit like that, and you can actually go ahead and make calls through the browser. But there was a little thing on here on the Chrome browser. It's like install Google Voice. I thought, yeah, and up pops the app. Like Skype has their app that you can click on Windows, and you don't have to open up any browser. You just go ahead and do that. So now I have the Google Voice app, which is similar to what Skype is, except it's Google Voice. It's probably going to ring really stupid, but it is what it is. But yeah, John says, I love calling in. What is Google Voice? It's basically another number that you can access through your cell phone, or in this case here through the...
So is this one going to have actual, like, voice capability, like you can actually answer the phone?
That's...
Because I know the Google Voice line that we used to have for work, you couldn't actually answer it. It was only text messages.
No, I mean, I got the number so you could call in.
Well, it was a number, but you could only do text.
You could only do text messages?
Yeah.
Well, screw that. Hold on, I'm going to try this out. And I know John would be like, yes. That would be nice. By the way, a delivery order was here.
I know I brought it in.
You did, thank you.
I didn't put anything away. I just brought it in.
Was there anything that needed to be put away?
Nothing that needed to be cold like right away.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Worry about that later. So 813-699-5595. Call. Let's see. Okay, so I just got to change it up, but it does do a pop-up.
Okay.
If I answer it, I say hello.
And it works.
Ow. Okay, that's a little loud.
That is a little loud.
But that works. And then I hang up and it does that, little shit. So yeah, I kind of like that. Actually, I want to try something real quick. If I minimize it, will it do a pop-up? Because I don't like the phone ringing. That's just one of my little pet things. I don't like the phone ringing in through the studio line or through the audio mixer. Let me see here. No, unfortunately, it doesn't. That's shitty. There's no pop-up. Oh man, that's a bummer. Oh, well, we'll have to figure it out. We'll have to kind of toy around with it. Voice, okay. To allow. Well, this is not a browser. This is an app. I want the app. Appa. So calls. All right. You always use my phone to place calls. Anonymous caller ID. Incoming calls. Select the device you want to answer. Well, web would be fine. Create a rule. Get emails. Screen call. Screen call. Ooh, I get the screen calls. That's interesting. Remove call history. Voicemail greeting. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Listen, if you need to go take care of some shit because I already see you're talking to that person more than paying attention to anything here, I guess you
I'm
just go ahead and take care
listening
of it.
to you. You're fiddling around with.
I know, and I see you fiddling around, and I figured you might as well just go ahead
All
and go
right,
take
well,
care of what you got to take
Just
care
give me a minute then. I'll be right back.
of. All right. Bye bye. Yeah, it's the joy of our son. And here's John. John, what's up, man? Yeah, it's working. The thing is, it doesn't give me a pop up, which sucks. I can't just close it out, but you know what? It's something we'll work with. We'll figure it out. It's no, it's just a number. I mean, it's kind of like how it was with Skype, but you called in enough where I actually went ahead and changed your added you as a contact with your name, so it's like, oh, it's so that was all it is. I think I can do the same thing here. Yes, the one you're using right now, Google Voice. Well, that's going to be my thing. See, well, yeah, that's what I used to do the video and everything like that. So Skype was just to get the phone calls to come in through the mixer, and that's what Google Voice is going to replace because Skype is going away. Yeah. So, all right, man. Take care. Bye. Kind of like the ring. I do like the ringing better than Skype because Skype was beep 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 beep. Beep. I didn't like that. This one here is a little bit. This is a little bit better. Jay's in the house. What's going on, Jay? My brother from the Touchdown Crew. What's going on? Happy Wednesday. But for right now, we have both. We have Skype, which is the 813-699-5353, and then we have Google Voice, which is the 813-699-5595. I actually like that number better. It's a little bit more easy to remember and stuff like that. All right. So let's get down to why I took Monday off. Why I didn't have anything. It wasn't because the internet was down. It wasn't because I was sleepy, even though I kind of was. I was tired. But it was because of what happened Saturday night at Elimination Chamber. The biggest story almost ever in WWE. John Cena, Mr. Face, Mr. Make-A-Wish, Mr. Everything. Everything good, hustle, loyalty, respect, everything that he preached, everything like almost to the point of eat your vitamins, kids, like Hulk Hogan used to do. Almost to that point, turned to a bad guy. Turned to a bad guy. Yeah, you heard me. 20 some odd years. He goes ahead. Thing is, I can't hear me on the show when I called. Really? Oh my God. That's fucked up. So I can hear you through my speaker, but you can't be heard. I don't get it. I can hear you. I'm about ready just to go ahead and pull the plug right now. Anyway. No, when John called in using the Google number, he says he didn't hear himself.
Okay, well then you've got some workings to figure out.
Yeah, no shit.
But that doesn't mean you need to pull the plug.
It's frustrating me right now.
Okay, well.
It's frustrating me, and a lot of people know. See, here's the Skype line. Here's the Skype line.
I'm trying to see if I can hear myself now, but I don't think I can.
See if you can hear yourself. Because this is aggravating if that's the case.
Yeah, it's not coming. So Yeah. Someone calls in, they can't hear themselves in the interview.
Fucking kidding me.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. I hear it now. I hear it.
All right.
hear it.
So you're able to hear yourself
All right,
with the Skype, but not in the Google.
On this one, not in the Google. All right, you'll straighten it out.
Okay.
All right, take
thanks,
your time,
man.
brother.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So that's the Skype line. The Google line. Somebody call 813-699-5595. I'm gonna play around with this shit. Audio ringing, speakers, all that good stuff. So why can't I hear myself? Not even that. Why can't people be listened to on the line? Yeah, Ray, Skype is working. Google Voice isn't. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. All right, anyway. So let's talk about why I mess around with this. Let's talk about Cena. So number one, that honestly, if you are a fan of John Cena, you have mixed reactions. And here's why, is because you have been choked down for the last 20 years with the good guy routine. And it does get stale after a while. It gets stale to the point of, yes, we know he's going to kick out. We know it's going to be Super Cena that's going to come through. He's going to win. He's going to come out here. He's going to be the guy that to rescue everybody. And now all of a sudden he kicks Cody in the nads. After Cody told The Rock to F you. Go F yourself. Like, really? Really? Ray says, "You ever watched Total Divas? That was Cena's heel turn." The problem is nobody watched Total Divas. Nobody cared. Jay says, "It's about time he went heel." Yeah, you know what? And a lot of people are saying, "What for?" I mean, he's only going to be around for WWE for another 10 months. Is he? Okay, he's doing this for farewell tour. He's saying December is going to be my last this, my last that, everything. I'm going to have my final match. We're going to do one more year, and that's it. We're going to call it quits. Is he? Think about that. I mean, how many people have said they're going to go ahead and retire, and then all of a sudden they turn around and shoot back over again? I mean, he could pull a Brett Favre. He could pull an Aaron Rodgers. He can pull one of these things. Yeah, Ray has a point. Watching divas run around in underwear made me a fan. I guess. Total Richardson's watch me run in my underwear. I'll go ahead and do that. Jake says he called it last Saturday. He called it on Saturday. It was the last thing you saw. You did call that the announcement of Cody was going to be the last thing that we saw on the pay-per-view. You didn't call it that Cena was going to turn heel. You didn't call that. So let's just go ahead and be very clear, Jake. You did not call Cena turning heel. But yeah, do overlay here. We got a lot of people chatting here, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it up there. Cena will end up becoming a face by SummerSlam. That will lead you to The Rock and Roman Reigns next year somehow. All right, well, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it could happen. But the thing is, Cena was this big baby face the whole time. And all of a sudden, it's like, wow, what the hell? What happened? And to do it with Cody, you know what I'm saying? That's really weird. Seeing it's work out more, he's getting older and he's getting a stomach. No, he's not. You seen him? He was pretty freaking cut to me.
He looks like Ernest.
That's facial wise. I'm talking about somebody. Yeah, he does. He does look like Ernest. Ernest goes to jail.
I never thought he was attractive to begin with, but now he looks like Ernest,
yeah.
And I can't get past that.
Well, the thing is, he's getting a really freaking big bald spot. So if he's a bad guy,
Yeah.
that's just an easy target. Oops, too soon. I mean, it's like it literally looks like a target on his head. He really does. John says, never a Cena fan. I'm a heels guy. Well, now, are you a Cena fan now? Since John likes the heels, is John a Cena fan now? I don't know.
Is John a fan of John?
Yeah. John, do you like John? I mean, come on. If you're a heels guy, obviously you like all the bad guys. You must love the Judgment Day. You know. John says, Alyssa, he sure does look like Ernest.
He really does.
No, John does not like John. He's making that
He
clear.
doesn't.
Ray says Cena really needs some damn sun or a spray tan. He's whiter than Sheamus.
I don't know
and
about that.
And Sheamus is pretty damn white.
I don't know if you can get whiter than Sheamus.
I mean, but Cena is pretty white. I mean, you take a look at you take a look at The Rock. Rock almost looks like he's black versus Cena. He's Samoan, but he's not black. But yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of surprises there at the very end. It's like, okay, we're getting, the Elimination Chamber is coming up, and obviously Cody's announcement was gonna come last, and I thought that's like, oh god, really? You're gonna do Cody's announcement last? Blah blah blah. It's like this is supposed to be the culmination. This last match is supposed to like end everything, and it's supposed to set up everything for WrestleMania for all the titles, all 4 titles, the 2 men's and 2 women's, and then, but then you have this like you almost never go out on like an announcement. Usually that happens like mid card. Give everybody some time to breathe. But this is the Rock. This is Cody meeting in the middle of the ring. Cody, I need your soul. And up until that point, Saturday, I'm like, what are they doing storyline wise? What are they doing? Soul? I want you to sell your soul. Who are you, Rock? You no. I mean, I didn't get it. It sounded so. It kind of still does sound silly, but I think it came down to like, I need some people to go ahead and be my henchmen. Cena's the one that did it. So, and I gotta like Pat McAfee for making some comments too. After Cody told Rock to go F himself, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard from the history of things being said. Like, McAfee can make up some really funny shit sometimes. Cena really needs. I think Cena has to finally shed the good guy act. Long overdue. Well, let me ask you this, guys. Ray, Jay, John, everybody that's chatting in there right now. Do you think if Cena pulls off this storyline as being a heel, does that put him as the greatest of all time? How's that? Starsky, what's up? How you doing? Starsky knew what's going on, man. Part of the Just for Fun family tuning in. Ray says, feel bad for Jay finally getting his title run, and it's an afterthought compared to Cena, Cody, Roman, Punk, and Rollins. Yeah, but see, the thing is, they have time to build it up. You're right. I mean, the Cena thing, the Cody thing, Roman's even an afterthought right now. Really, to be honest with you, Roman doesn't even have a title shot. Roman doesn't even have a title opportunity at WrestleMania. So where's Roman fit in all this? Roman's not even legitimately has any type of match, period. So I don't know. So Roman's not even Punk and Rollins. That's probably going to be. I don't think Roman's going to get involved with Punk and Rollins. I really don't. I mean, I thought it was going to be a triple threat, but it seems like unless something drastic happens, I don't see it happen. But they're not building Roman up for anything. He won the Ulafala. He's now the tribal chief, the only tribal chief. Solo came back. I mean, you would think Solo would have some type of play in this. They were building up Jacob Fatu for the longest time. And where was he? There was nowhere to be found. He wasn't in any of the the chamber matches. He didn't have any storyline going for him. I mean, it's like they gotta go ahead and kind of get everything grouped together. Because listen, they only got like 5.5 weeks to do this. They only have 5.5 weeks to do this. So you got to get Fatu in there. You got to get Roman in there. Solo has to play a hand somewhere.
We're right back
Yeah,
while
I
you're
know.
talking.
So Solo has to play a role in somewhere somehow. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a lot of missing pieces. There's a lot of story going on for WrestleMania. And I don't understand that. John says, no, definitely not. I asked the question, if Cena went ahead and pulled off this heel phase, would he be considered the best of all time, greatest of all time, the GOAT? He says no. Ray says Roman wouldn't interfere in the cage match next week at Madison Square Garden. He's going to get Punk and Rollins. Ray says Solo versus Fatu will happen at Mania. It's building, but it's not. Fatu really has made himself a name, and I think they're underplaying it. I think there's so many other big pieces. You got Rock and Cody and Cena now. You got Jay. You got Io Sky now. You're going to face Bianca Belair. It's not Mommy anymore. Mommy got beat on Monday, so she is no longer the champ. Where does Rhea Ripley stand right now? There's a lot of missing pieces, and if you're WWE creative, you got to take a look and say, listen, we know we have to have a spot for Solo and Fatu somewhere. We got to have a spot, and it can't be just any spot. We got to have a spot for Roman. We need to have a spot for Punk. Punk should be main event in this WrestleMania. Should be. But, Punk going up against a three-way, I don't think that's not going to satisfy him. I mean, does he go ahead and do it all over again next year? I mean, next year, if he doesn't headline WrestleMania, I don't think he comes back. I think he's just done. I did hear one rumble, one rumor that's rumbling. I wouldn't say a rumor. I would just say it's like somebody thought of this and put it on Facebook. A mixed tag. Seth and Becky Lynch versus Punk and AJ. I don't know if AJ is coming back. I really don't think she is. I think she would have if by now. If she doesn't come back by Mania, I think she's just done. She just doesn't want to come back. Punk and AJ keep their life pretty secretive, pretty low key. So there's not really a whole lot to say, except just like, off the wall rumbles. That's it. I don't get taking the title off Rhea. Ray says I don't get taking the title off Rhea. It just makes it a triple threat. I also think Cena is top 3, but I lean Stone Cold for entertainment value. Yeah, I agree. I think Cena is definitely up there. Greatest of all time, maybe not. I think Rock would still be greatest of all time, honestly. Because he could do it all. He could wrestle. He could shred on the mic. Still can shred on the mic, really. You want to think about it. And he still could wrestle. And even at what? He's like in his 50s now? Yeah, he can still do it. Ray says, make Roman versus Rollins versus Punk. Night 1, winner gets into Cena versus Cody. Oh, I see what you're doing there. You're trying to do the bloodline feud of last year. I see how it is. Punk gets his favor from Heyman and his main event spot. We are still wondering what that favor is. That thing's been going. It's one of those things that's it's like in the weeds. Nobody knows. Nobody's talking about it. So it's like, I don't see. There's a lot of stuff that's going on under the radar, and either it's really great, epic storytelling, or it's one of these things that they're dropping the ball on. Like WWE, I'm going to be honest with you. Here's one of the faults I'll say with Triple H. He dropped the ball on the Wyatts. The Wyatt 6, you don't hear from them no more. It's like, what are they doing? You brought them back to a resounding pop. And that's it. You don't hear from them anymore. They're over here beating up bad guys that are mid cards at best. So it's like it's either epic storytelling where they're planting seeds, and then finally everything comes to fruition at WrestleMania, or somebody's dropping the ball. Go ahead.
What about the Wyatts against the tribal whatever
The bloodline.
bloodline? Yeah, that's I couldn't think of the name.
See, that's the thing. Everybody is you have to go with you have to go with a bad guy and a good guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but hasn't Roman turned into a good guy now again?
He's everybody popping.
You know, the
everybody-
OTC, he's
Yeah.
the good guy.
The
now.
OTC, yeah, you know me.
I mean, he was a bad guy for a little while, but now he's back to being a good guy.
Yeah. The fuck you talking about, M. Young? Go to hell. Balto's a wolf dog. Jock has. I think he's in the wrong show. Well, too bad. Anyway. Okay, we'll just block him then, if that's the case. Too bad. Would like to go ahead and actually have some viewers on YouTube. That would be great, but it is what it is. I'm not going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, you know, having the Wyatts would be epic. I mean, they brought Alexa Bliss came back, and Alexa Bliss for the longest time was working with Bray before his death, and Alexa was kind of like this evil stepdaughter type deal with the creepy doll and dressing up all creepy as well. So it's like,
well, didn't she come out still doing the creepy doll and all of that?
Yes, but they haven't aligned her yet. I don't know if they're trying to work her way in there or what. I don't know. In a weird way, it's Daniel Bryan 2.0. Punk's hijacks his way into the main event. Also, Wyatt Six is hurt because the main guys don't want to work. Is hurt because main guys don't want to work with them. They're afraid they'll make them look silly. Maybe. Like I said, maybe just a bad gimmick. I mean, I liked it that they wanted to go ahead and bring back something to remember Bray with, but it just doesn't seem like they're doing anything with it, and it really stinks that you go ahead and you build this all up, you get this huge pop from the fans, and you don't do anything with it. So it's like, why bring him back? Why not bring him back, but why even set this up like this? It doesn't make a lot of sense, and I'm frankly disappointed. I'm disappointed in it. But right now, Cena going as a heel in WrestleMania, it really looks like Cena's going to get number 17, which is the reason why you hear number 17 on is that is the record right there. He would hold the world title for a 17th run, which would be a record broken. Okay. So that's what everybody's like, I'm going to go back for my 17, blah, 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 this and that. There's only 4 matches right now, and they're all for the men's and women's titles. Cody Cena for the WWE Championship. You got Gunther and Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. Then you got Tiffany Stratton against Charlotte Boy Flair for the WWE Women's Champion. And then Io Sky, who just beat Rhea Ripley on Monday to become the champ, now goes against Bianca Belair for the Women's
I can't
World
stand
title.
Charlotte.
I can't either. And the fact that she's been gone, she limps her way in with the biggest knee brace, the history of knee braces.
But it was bedazzled.
Well, I don't care if it's bedazzled. I don't care if it's bedazzled. No. So just stay. Listen, we don't need your ass, Charlotte. We don't need you. Okay? Just stay retired. What more do you really need to do? I mean, listen, she had her run. She's one of those elite generational athletes that comes from a wrestling background with Ric Flair. You did what you needed to do. You've beaten everybody pretty much. Why do you risk your knee? The hell with it. Ray says Bo Dallas just lacks the charisma for his brother, sadly. No, I don't think so. I think Bo can pull off Uncle Howdy. I think Bo can do it. You know, you definitely don't want to go back to I believe. You don't want to do that shit. No, but I think Bo can do it. I really do. I just don't think WWE is all in. I think there's some doubters. Whether that's Triple H or not, I don't know. But I think there's some doubters that this could be a viable group. You know, you got the Bloodline, who was like 5, 6 deep at one point in time. You had the Shield, that was 3 deep. You had the LWO, the Latino World Order, which is like 7 or 8 deep. I think anybody that can speak Spanish belongs in the Latino World Order. That's pretty much how it goes. No, I do not believe, Ray. I do not believe. I think BO stands for body odor. Leave. BO leave. That's right. But these factions that Triple H has been putting together, I would have thought the Wyatt Six was a slam dunk. But it turns out, again, they're the creative is just, for whatever reason, like you mentioned, right? They main eventers may not want to work with the Wyatt Six because it may damage their story, their character, or whatever. So the Wyatt Six are kind of like in that plateau of, well, what do we do? Where are we gonna, we can't go keep beating up Chad Gable and whatever henchman he goes up against or lines himself with. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So, yeah, Wyatt Six are one of those anomalies, and it's like they don't have a spot, and back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Rumor is that Judgment Day's new member will be Aleister Black. You know what? He was never. And this guy was like a goth guy gone dumb. He really was. I mean, the only thing was missing was, white face paint and eye makeup to make him this goth guy. He didn't have any character whatsoever. I don't even know why he's returning. What good? Let him stay in rotten AEW. You want to bring anybody back, get back Daniel Bryan or get back John Moxley, a.k.a. Dean Ambrose. Get them back. Don't get back this Aleister Black. The guy was a joke. His gimmick was old. It sucked. And I don't see what use they're going to have for him. Joining the Judgment Day? What is he going to do? Sit in the back with his arms crossed and just look mad? Because that's all he did. I don't even think the guy spoke 2 words. Judgment Day needs to communicate. Everybody, including his dumbass Dom, communicates in the Judgment Day. Aleister Black ain't going to bring anything. It's just going to be really sad. So anyway, nobody thinks John Cena going ahead and going heel and actually working this angle is going to make him the greatest of all time if he's not already. I just find that weird that, he already has done everything. Yes, Rusev. I agree. Bringing Rusev back was pretty cool. Have Rusev join Imperium if we can bring him back.
There you go.
You imagine him and Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. You imagine those 3? I think Rusev would get so pissed off he'd break Ludwig in half.
Bring back Enzo and Big Cass.
Yes. Yes. I mean, you're over here hearing some pop about Enzo and well, he's not. The only reason why he was joined with Big Cass, which is, by the way, is he's named something else because of trademark over at AEW. But Enzo is actually making some independent scene appearances, and I think Big Cass was one of them And they were out there in front of like MetLife Stadium doing the whole bada bing, bada boom, how you doing gimmick. You know, we used to do every time he came out to the ring.
And you can't
Teach that. I mean, that right there. Now, I know Enzo got terminated because of some domestic violence issue.
Yeah.
But apparently that's been dropped. He hasn't, he's not hasn't been found guilty of anything. Now, I don't know if he's just bad guy to work with, or if Big Cass, I don't know what they call him in AEW anymore, but Big Cass ever got on the free agent block, would WWE go after both of them and bring them back? Because I think what a revival that would be.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Ludwig is banging Tiffany Stratton. You know what? I don't find Tiffany that attractive. I'm sorry. Ray, I know you look at the boobs and the ass. I look at the face. I'm thinking, put a bag over it. She's ugly. I don't like her. I mean, I like the character. I like, I like what she brings to the ring and the charisma, but she's a dog. Woof. You know what I'm saying? I don't like her. I mean, don't get me wrong, good bod, but I hear the voice and I see the face and I'm thinking, ew. Turn away from me when, we're doing it. Just stay, look away. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the reason why I took Monday off, because I needed to see Raw. I needed to see if they were going to do anything or if Cena was going to make an appearance, and obviously he didn't. He's apparently over in Germany shooting a film. So they don't have him scheduled for another couple of weeks. So, I don't know. Ray says, she's not my favorite by any means. Well, I know who your favorite. Your favorite's Bailey. You just love to grab onto those muffin buns right there, wouldn't you? She's not my favorite by any means, but she's grown on me. She has a wardrobe malfunction almost weekly. All right. Let's take that segment. Let's take that wardrobe malfunction. So there's a thing leaking on the internet, which I didn't see at first, but now when I take a look, I'm like, how the fuck did I miss that? Apparently, late in the chamber match, in the women's chamber match, Bianca Belair, shut up, John. Fabulous Moolah was sexy. Bianca Belair was swinging Liv Morgan like she would have the legs over her shoulders, coochie in the face, but she's swinging her with her head bouncing up against the glass, the cage, and everything like that. Well, apparently Bianca's gripped some of Liv's tights in the front. And boom, it was there for all to see. And it's just been making rounds on Facebook, which I think it's Photoshopped, to be honest with you. I'm just saying, I think it's Photoshopped, where you see her activity down there, you see her kitty, but everybody's like, oh, it's so shaved, it's so shaved. No, it's not. It's darker than any other part of her skin. So, no, I think it's either Photoshopped or whatever, but listen, I get you sickos out there. You want to go ahead and get a little crotch shooty going on there. And apparently, she got fined. Or Bianca got fined or something like that because we can't show that, which I agree, But yeah, that thing's making its rounds on Facebook. Number one, why would Facebook even allow that?
You'd be surprised what gets by.
Yeah. Ray says it's either Photoshop or AI. I agree. I agree. I don't think, listen, if that happened, one of those ladies was like, hey, let go of my tights or some shit like that. And trust me, they know what they're doing in there. It was not, I think it's Photoshop. I think it was just all blown up out of proportion. don't think anybody got fined or whatever like that, but my word. Like, why? Who cares? Anyway, Dom's hitting that anyway. The mullet. Bianca and Bailey are huge assets to SmackDown roster, Ray says. John says, where can I find that clip? YouTube. I don't know where to find it. Watch Elimination Chamber and fast forward to like more towards the end where Bianca is swinging live around where her head is smashing up against everything. It's somewhere there. As Ray says, as a frequent Facebook felon who's reformed, I'm appalled at the fifth allowed on the filth allowed on there these days. Yeah, okay. Sure, Ray. I'm sure you're really appalled. Don't think so. If Ray's asking for more. Like, where do I find more of this shit? Come on now. There's no entertaining stuff on Facebook anymore. Especially with all the ads.
God, I am so tired of the ads.
Yeah.
Bring me back MySpace.
I would like MySpace back, really. I mean, they have MySpace, but not like...
Yeah, but I mean, it was like so much more customizable. You could make it however you wanted. You didn't have to deal with the ads. Your news feed was showing up in order, and every single one of your friends, you saw what they posted.
See, I think the last thing anybody cares about is news feed in order.
Honey, when I see a post from 4 days ago, as I'm scrolling through, I'm like, wait a minute, did that just happen? No, it was 4 days ago.
Well, that's why you take a look underneath the artist, the whoever posted it, and it says
the date. I understand that,
hey.
But it
There's a
used
way
to
to do
be that they were in order, and so you'd see the newer posts first.
Right? Nobody really is counting. You haven't been suspended in over 2 years. That's great. We're so proud of you. Yay, you. But no, it is. But Facebook has become such a thing where you can actually filter out who you see, the ads you see. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, but
It is a pain in the ass, and then you also get like you don't see all of your friends' posts either.
Right.
And you don't realize that you're not seeing their posts. So then, like, someone could have posted something and you have no idea. And it's just, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like the way they do it anymore.
It's the algorithms, how that
Algorithms
shit
can
goes.
kiss my ass.
Well, a lot of things can kiss your ass, but it's like, it's the way it is. All right. All right, we're coming up to the top of the hour. We're going to take a break. Play a couple of tracks for you. Got a comedy bit on the other side, of course, as usual. Go ahead, take, let's see, about 8.5 minutes. Yeah, something like that. And we'll come back on the other end. We'll do something. I don't know what. I was only going to talk about wrestling, but obviously that's only going to last so long. We appreciate all the feedback. Thank you very much for joining in. Share the show. Share the show if you can.
Did you just say share the shower?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, maybe after the show.
All these filthy, dirty things I see on Facebook, I need to shower. I feel disgusting.
Can we share it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Just don't drop the soap.
Oh, I think I might.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Charles and the gang will be back. Run if you can.
appreciate a good culture. I appreciate a good accent. You got the right accent, you can get away with a lot of shit. You be in a club and say something foul to a woman in an American accent, she might slap the shit out of you. Like, excuse me, baby, I don't mean to bother you, but you got a fat ass. I love to take you home, fuck the shit out you. Motherfucker. English accent, that just roll off the tongue different. Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you, but I'd really love to take you back to my hotel and fuck you doggy stuff a little bit, you know what I mean? Motherfucker, where you from? That shit is... Oh. Say something else. Ladies, y'all laughing. Some of the fellas might try that on the way home. Just have a good time at the comedy show tonight, ain't you really? The next night, because you give me a little bit of head, just a little bit. I don't want much, just want you to polish me knob, you know what I mean? I ain't even gonna lie, I'll use that shit to get some pussy. I'll walk up to a woman and say anything. Excuse me, you know what time it is? Oh my God, the accent is beautiful. Where are you from? I just make shit up. McDonald's, England, have you ever heard of it? I live right off of Egg McMuffin Lane, have you ever heard of it? Oh my God, girl, you live off of Egg McMuffin, let's go. I tell you what accent is not sexy, is that East Indian accent, that 7-Eleven shit, that turban shit, that dot towel shit. Ladies, trust me, you do not want that on top of you on a Saturday night. I'm going to give it to you. I know you want it, you dirty bitch, and I want it. I'm going to give you my buggers and beat you, motherfucker. When you were mine.
Got something to say? Call 813-699-5353. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
Yeah, I just got that made like not too long ago, and I gotta fix it again. Skype going away. I gotta go ahead and change my number. But in the meantime, you can reach me at 813-699-5353. Skype is working for now. Don't know how long, but it is what it is. The Google number, if you dare, (813-699-5595). I mean, you're just gonna have to pick your poison, I guess. I've already gotten complaints that Google doesn't work, or at least I can hear you, but it doesn't want to hear you on the other end. I don't know why. Hey, you know what happened over the weekend? The Oscars. Actually, it happened Monday, right? No, Sunday. One of the days. Sunday? Yeah.
I think so.
Guess who won an Oscar?
Who?
Fuller from Home Alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not Macaulay.
Right.
Kieran Culkin.
Yeah.
He won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor.
Well, yeah, because Macaulay's pretty much out of the acting scene.
Yeah, Macaulay says, listen, I've been there, done that, screw that. So. Oh, wait. Somebody wants to connect with me. You know, one thing I'm glad about Skype that's going to go away is these fucking people trying to put group chats in. Like, oh, are you a miner? Are you mining Bitcoin and shit like that? Let's collaborate. Apparently they don't want to pick up, so. Yeah, we know she's not available. Block your ass. Report. Fraud. Block and report. Thank you. Here, it's tranquil conversation back in January. I didn't even see that. Block. All these bunch of spammers, I swear to God. Like this one person, DJ Scotty Spence. Oh wait, I know him. He's not a spammer. He's cool. By the way, one last thing on Cena. So basically, it went the whole clip of Cena going and turning heel. Reported on WWE.com, reported on WWE on Monday Night Raw. I don't know how accurate this is. They said over 500 million views on all across social media. As of March 3rd, this is when I put it, 3 days ago, it had gained 71 million views. I think I was 70 million of those. I just kept playing it over and over. I couldn't believe what I just heard and seen. Like, I'm over here hearing the F word. Here's John again trying the Google line. John, you there? Are you testing? You did? That's what I thought. I knew it. Yeah. Yeah, I know it was. I knew it was, but they're building it up to some freaking witch hunt. Yeah. Hang on. It's still not. All right. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm trying to listen to it on here. It's nothing. It's still not. Bastard. Fucking Google. Fucking Google.
The Google.
It's the Google. How do you like your Google?
You get on the Google.
Get on the Google.
That was a pretty good movie. The Internship.
The Google. Say, hear it ringing there. That's weird. See, when I did Skype, there was a microphone and an audio in. That's it. Now I have one that's for ringing, one's for speaker. John, call me back again. I'm going to figure this shit out one way or another.
Do we have the Googliness?
No, we do not have the googliness. As a matter of fact, we have the non-googliness. Googliness. Did I just close myself out? Oh,
No,
shit.
did you?
I think I did. Yeah, I think. Oh, no, here I am. I was trying to pull up stories and everything like that, and all of a sudden it's like, I don't know what happened to my video feed. All right, let's try this again. All right, John. All right, John. Test 1 2 1 2. Listen, we don't need that shit. Stop that.
No. All right. I don't hear anything.
Still nothing.
Still nothing.
Bastard.
Test.
Speaker.
No. Hey, I just heard that.
You did.
I did, but it was such a long delay.
Well,
finally
yeah.
heard
It's
that.
about 30 seconds, dude.
Yeah.
30
But it
seconds. All
came
right.
through.
All right, we got it then. Okay, cool.
Cool. All right.
All right, thanks, man. Yeah. Pain in the ass. Not him, but Google. Oh, man. Yeah, I kind of wish. Just why you got to mess with Skype? I have a thing with him with Skype. I like Skype. Leave Skype alone. So, Oscars happened, and apparently Deadpool made an appearance and beat up Conan O'Brien.
Yes.
Bet you were
I
happy
can't
on that.
stand Conan O'Brien. I don't know what it is about him. It's just ugh.
Well, he's not on any major network anymore. Now he's on.
Ugh.
He's just internet now.
I know, but just ugh.
Ugh. Oh God. Ugh.
He just weirds me out. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that comb over.
Yeah, you would think so.
I don't know.
After an awards season with no clear front winner, there's one film, Anora, Anora, made a noticeable splash during the Oscars. Anora is a comedy drama in which sex worker Anora Annie McKeeva, played by Mickey Madison, falls into a doomed marriage with the son of a Russian Oglerich. Anyway, was crowned the big winner as it snagged 5 awards. I've never heard of this movie. Have you?
What was it?
Anora.
No.
But apparently,
Anoa.
I know her. Yeah. I know her somewhere. Wicked, which is the Wizard of Oz bullshit, saw 10 nods, but it only won 2. So here's the complete rundown. Best actor in a supporting role, Kieran Culkin. He played in the movie A Real Pain. Heard of it?
No.
Nope. Actress in a supporting role was Zoe Saldana, who played in Amelia Perez. Heard of it?
Nope.
Nope. Makeup and hairstyling. The big winner was The Substance.
Nope.
Nope. Musical original score was the movie called The Brutalist.
Nope.
Nope. Original song was El Mai from Amelia Perez.
Nope.
Best short film, live action short film, I'm Not a Robot. Short films, I don't think it would matter. Excuse me. Best short film, animated in the shadow of Cyprus. Writing, adapted screenplay, the winner in the movie Conclave. Nope. Writing, original screenplay, Anora. Anora. Nauseous. Best documentary feature film, No Other Land. Nope. Best documentary short film, The Only Girl in the Orchestra. Oh, wait, I do. No, never mind. No, something else.
Well, and the thing was, we were watching just a little bit of the red carpet. I didn't know who any of those people were.
I knew who Samuel L. Jackson was.
I mean, there was a few people like randomly, but the people that they were actually stopping and talking to, I was like, who the heck is that?
Mm-hmm. Best animated feature film, you have Inside Out 2, Wallace and Gromit, The Wild Robot, but Flow, a movie about a period.
I doubt that.
I doubt that too. Production design, that one we know, we've heard
Flow
of as
from
Wicked.
Progressive.
Yeah, Flow, right. Wicked won production design and best costume design. Film editing, Anora. Sound, Dune Part 2. Now, I have heard of that. I have heard of Dune.
Oh.
Don't really care for it, but whatever. Visual effects, Dune Part 2 as well. Cinematography, actor in leading role, Adrian Brody, the Brutalist. Never heard of Adrian Brody. Actress in leading role, Mickey Madison, playing the hooker. Demi Moore was in there, by the way. Apparently, she played in The Substance. Sean Baker won directing for Anora. Best Picture, Anora. And that's it. Anora beat out Wicked, Dune Part 2, and a bunch of other movies I've never heard of. Wonderful. Why are we even worrying about these fucking awards? No, we're not even worrying about them. Why do you still have them? Why? What is the
Because
purpose?
someone must be watching them.
Somebody must be. It's the Academy. Nobody cares. The one thing that I did care about is Adam Sandler getting kicked out of the Academy for wearing a really sky blue polo,
He was wearing a hoodie.
a hoodie. Excuse me. Jeans, and he was sitting with the regular audience, the scrapers. He was sitting with the minions out there.
Oh, I changed my mind about what Lego set I want next.
Oh, which one you see now?
They have a Beauty and the Beast castle.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't see that already.
I think this is new. I don't think this has been out.
So
Anyway,
there's a couple of things too. Now I'm not political by any means, so I don't want anybody to pretend that I know everything about politics, because I really don't. And I'm not going to say that, oh, this is great and this is not great. But I am. I am to the point, but I don't want you taking me seriously. Because again, I don't know shit. All I know is what I see and what I like, and this is what I like so far. Trump signed an executive order to make English the language of the United States. English.
isn't it already?
No. There was no official language.
Okay.
He did it.
But what does that really mean?
I don't
Nothing.
know. It probably doesn't mean anything, but it does go down as like, hey, what's the official language of America? English. Because there was none. It was just a collection of languages and nobody cared. But finally, somebody has the nuts to go ahead and say, you know what? We speak English here in America.
Yeah, this hasn't been released yet. The Lego.
English?
No. I'm still looking at the Beauty and the Beast castle.
Okay.
It comes out in
all
April.
right. Keep that to yourself. So English, he signs an executive order to make English the national language of America. Doing 25% tariffs or tariffs on Mexico and Canada, I have to say no to that. And the reason why I say no to that is because I think it's going to do more harm than good. I understand that we're trying to go ahead and limit our imports and we just want everything done in-house. I get that, but it's going to take a long time. And I guess you have to start somewhere, but you're just pissing off everybody that we kind of need right now. That's all I'm saying is, how about getting some more tax breaks or something like that? Make it easier to run a company in America. I don't know. Let's just think of that. Trump also signed an order that says that if you are a school and you allow men with balls and wieners to go ahead and race or compete against real women, you will not get any more funding from the federal level. There was actually a governor from Maine sitting in that room when that announcement was made. There's somebody in the room that's sitting there and the announcement is made that went ahead and said, I will see you in court. Trump says, look forward to it. That should be very easy. Telling you, there's things that I'm liking that he's doing. Not a fan of changing the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, but you know what? Whatever. It's just a title. It's still a body of water that still makes hurricanes. To be honest with you, they can make it different from some other thing. I'm not even getting pop-ups from Skype again. John, what's up?
Hey, talking about Trump.
Yeah.
What do you think about that plan he's got going forward in 2026, giving us working class people money back? I heard throwing around like 6,000, 8,000.
I'll believe when I see it. I'll believe when I see it.
But I honestly think we're gonna get something if he's saying it. It's all the money that everything is shutting down. All these fake jobs that people have going on, and all the money they collected.
Well, look,
they're
listen.
saving-
I'm glad that he's doing something about it, or at least he's fighting. Now, whether he's going to succeed in it or not, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to succeed, but at least he's like saying, "Yep, I'm signing an executive decision, an executive
we'll
order,
see. Right.
doing this." Nobody else wants to
But-
do that because
No, I was just talking with my girlfriend about it. It's like, see, this is the Democrats. They're hating him right now.
of course they are.
He's closing doors that they had wide open. Straight up thievery, taking money, getting away with it, and their well is drying up, and it's gonna suck for them.
You know something? I'm going to relate this to a movie. If you've seen the installment of the Batman with the Dark Knight?
No,
You haven't
I
seen
didn't really
that?
watch. I never really watched that
All right,
many
all right.
movies.
All right, let me explain what was going on. Okay. So, Harvey Dent was always called Two-Face when he was doing his thing with the police because he was a police officer and now he's a district attorney. Now, Harvey Two-Face was supposed to come in and clean up the streets and get all the mobsters off. One of the things that I heard was the policemen were going ahead and briefing the mayor of everything like that and pointing to Harvey saying, you're going to have a huge target on your back. And that includes everybody. If their wallet is getting lighter, you're going to have a huge target. Harvey Dent is Trump and the Democrats are everybody. Because
Right.
now all of a sudden it's like all this free stuff that we were getting, all this money that was coming to us, and people think it was for this and that, but really it was to go ahead and feed my stripper club account. That now all of a sudden it's not happening no more. So
I listened
it's
to this guy. I listened to this guy on the radio local here, AM East National Show. Reese something, I can't remember his name, but he was talking about how all these like accounts were set up. Something about Ukraine or Russia, something to do with like Sesame Street giving them like $1 million.
Yes.
To reprogramming stuff like
Iran,
that.
Iran or Saudi Arabia,
Iran,
something like that.
That's Iran.
Yeah.
That's what it was, Iran. And shut down the IRS thing, all these fake accounts up just collecting money. Where's that money going to? It's going to somebody in the political world's pockets,
It's not going to anybody. That's the thing. It's not
I'm
going to
so
anybody
happy
that
that-
needs it.
No, it's not. And I'm so happy
We'll be right back.
they're shutting things down. And like I said, like you said, maybe we'll get something, maybe we won't. You won't, till we see it.
Yeah.
But I honestly think since he started the ball rolling, I think we're going to get something. And it's not going to be like we owe that we have to pay it back or anything like that. It's just money that it's technically our money that was stolen from all the Americans, all the American taxpayers.
Yeah, and I think that, like I said, there's something that's going to be done. He's at least getting the ball rolling. Listen,
Right.
I didn't care for Trump. I didn't care for Harris. I didn't care for Biden. I didn't care about any of these clowns running. But I'm over here thinking it's like, listen, if we're going to go down, and we're going to be, our lives are going to be sucked out of our asses for whatever reason, let's go ahead and have somebody and make it entertaining.
Right.
And I think that's it.
One thing about Trump that I love is he's not a typical politician, and he's exposing the corruptness that's been going on for years and years and years. And it's not just a Democrat. It's on the other side too. Everybody got, evilness pockets. They're going to take what they can get, whatever they can do. And Trump's more acceptable right now to. I don't think it makes the whole 4 years, if you get what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. Right
They-
now, yeah,
don't
he's more acceptable.
They don't want him in there, and I just hope it don't happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's got another 3+ years to go ahead and show us where it's at, and
If he
if this
makes
is
it, right.
right now, it's going to hit us over the head because these tariffs that he's doing with Canada, which by the way I learned this trade agreement that Canada has with the United States and Mexico, Trump initiated in 2017. Why in the
Yeah,
hell? I don't understand that. Why
I
is
don't know
he?
much about politics, but
Yeah, me neither.
I'm trying to follow it the best I can, and I just like it that he has the balls to say what he's saying and try to do what he's going to do to open up the corruptness in America and try to open everybody's eyes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like
know?
it. I like it that he's finally putting his foot down to this joke of there's more than two genders. It's a
Right.
joke. I'm sorry. I don't care who's listening that
Big
gets
time
offended
joke.
by this, but it's a joke.
Oh, boo-hoo them.
Right.
It's a big-time joke. I was watching Alex's show a few years back, and he was talking about a woman boxer going against a male boxer, but it was gender was a woman, got in the ring and fought, and fucking obliterated this lady's face, broke so many bones in her face,
Yeah.
and it never should have happened.
Of course not.
No,
Of course not. It's unfair. It's
male, female, and that's it. Adam and Eve.
yeah. It's
My
it's a
book.
listen. I don't care if you can go ahead and celebrate gay rights. You can go ahead and
Yeah.
marry the same sex if you want. I do whatever.
Dude.
But the moment you say there's a third gender, fourth gender, fifth gender, whatever, or you
Right.
refuse to identify like a pussy, like you stay in the
Don't put-
ground, don't come out to society. Don't.
Right, and don't push your agenda on me, and quit
Right.
pushing it on the kids, and quit having gay storybook stories, whatever they do in the libraries and the local schools. Quit trying to twist things in kids' heads because the kids are going to believe it.
Yeah.
Not right. If anything, it's up to the parents,
Yeah, I agree.
not some outsider teacher, parents, whatever. I mean, teachers,
You know,
whatever,
we got more issues trying to go ahead and get kids to learn 2 + 2. Now you need to go ahead and say how many genders are there. Nope, you're wrong.
They're
There's
all
over
fucked up.
7,000. No, it's not.
Yep.
Get
they're
back
all-
get
they're
back
gonna be
to
all fucked
basics
up.
because we suck right now in the educational system. We suck.
We do. Hey, I'm gonna get off. I talk too much.
Don't get
politics,
listen.
and
Don't get off with
I
me.
really don't.
Don't get off with me. That's sick, you bastard.
I don't like I said. I don't know too much about politics, but I like how Trump's. He's opening my eyes and the corruptness going on in this world.
Yep.
Anyways, love you guys. Have a good show.
Yep. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
All right. There's John. Hopefully we heard him on the phone. But yeah, I mean, I like kind of what he's doing. I mean, there's things, of course, that I'm like, really, are we gonna really start this? Like the tariffs. I mean, it's already bad enough that prices are going up the way they are, and then you have the Canadian Prime Minister say, "Well, if you're going to go ahead and do 25% on us, we're going to do 25% on you too." So it's like, who's winning really? Who's really winning? We're both suffer. We're both going to suffer. It's going to suffer. You know what it's going to turn into? It's going to turn into we're the ones getting punished. The American, Canadian people, we're the ones going to get punished. So it is what it is. I mean, unless you can go ahead and self-sustain, which I get the point, but there's got to be a better way of doing it. There's got to be a better way of doing it. If you want to go ahead and stop getting your eggs or your fuel or aluminum and copper, I think there's a couple of things that the Prime Minister said. If you want to stop getting all your things from another country, make them yourself. There's got to be a way to make them yourself. Make them in the country. I know that's what he's trying to do, to deter countries from trading with us because we want to be self-sustainable with everything. Which that's the ultimate goal for any country is to be self-sustainable, not to rely on imports or very little imports. But yeah, wasted money left and right. I mean, I get what he's trying to do. I just hope it's honorable. Listen, you can say all you want, you can sign all the documents you want, but until it affects us, like we're still seeing housing prices through the roof, rent prices through the roof. Gas prices haven't really gone down much at all, if at all. And that's probably going to go up now too because Canada, they supply a lot of our gas. Canada's going to go ahead and raise their prices. It's crazy. It really is. And I really wish there's a way to be self-sustainable and not have to put people through the ringer. But if this is one of the ways to do it, like we're going to have to suffer for a little while here and there, then I guess that's the way it's going to be. I'm not happy about it. I don't think anybody is. But that's just the way it is. Kind of sucks. All right, 813-699-5353. One of the things that is making its rounds is the flu. Or excuse me, allergies. I'm sorry, not flu. Well, flu I guess too. But
Yeah.
allergies are back. If anybody knows about that, it's the person sitting right there. Allergies are back.
Yeah, mine have been flaring here and there.
So if you suffer from seasonal allergies and are pollen sensitive, you'll likely start noticing these symptoms like extreme congestion, itchy and watery eyes, sore throat, coughing, and wheat. Excuse me. That wasn't a fake one. That was actually, I was trying to hold it in.
Well, the thing about mine is I'm highly allergic to pine. So even in the winter when nothing is really in bloom, I'm still getting it from the pine.
People with allergies are more prone to get sinus infections, bronchitis, especially at this time of year, says Dr. Lathia Karmathy, an allergy specialist. She's seen more people come in with these symptoms recently. She says when people have seasonal allergies in the springtime, we do recommending avoiding outdoor activities as much as possible. Stay indoors.
I already do that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all introverts here.
I don't like to be outside. It's hot out there half the time.
Not that hot right now, though.
No, not right now, but I'm just saying, like, in general, in Florida, it's hot out.
Yep. Dr. Rima Senka, not to be confused with coffee.
Don't you wanna.
She has also seen an increase in patients. She says patients having the kind of early signs of it right now, in my opinion, it will continue to get worse for the next 2 or 3 months. She is also an allergy and asthma immunologist, whatever the fuck that means. People can get a little bit of fullness and the pressure of sinuses, post-nasal drip throat clearing, blah, blah, blah. Kids have a different allergy symptoms, so oftentimes young children present with some of this shit from the nose and eyes and all that shit. Basically, stay the fuck indoors. Don't eat anything. Don't drink anything. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Wear a mask. Get a COVID shot, and everything will be fine. So, but yeah, allergies are the worst. I mean, 'cause here in Florida, if the weather goes from extremely hot to extremely cold, which is done like more times this past few months than I've ever seen it happen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're waking up stuffy and coffee, not coffee with that decaf right there. You're coughing. You got the little tickle in your throat and oh god.
Sorry.
You're tired.
Well, that has nothing to do with allergies.
I should.
No, for me, the worst thing is the eyes. My eyes get so itchy and watery. And I mean, I've had it to the point where sometimes my eye will swell almost shut. and it looks like I've got pink eye, but I don't. It's just
bad.
my allergies.
That's horrible. John says, quit living. Exactly.
No.
You want to stay away from allergies, quit living. Quit while you're ahead. But yeah, it's crazy out there. It really is. So. Oh, man. How many items can Ninja come out with?
I don't know, but you have all of them.
No, I don't. I don't have
Pretty
the.
damn close.
I don't have the.
You don't have
Ninja
the
slushy.
creamy. You don't have the Ninja creamy.
I don't have the Ninja slushy.
Oh, well, isn't that a blender? We have a Ninja blender.
No, it's not. This is a slushy maker
How is it different?
because it makes slushies.
You can make a slushy in a blender.
Yeah, but not as easy as a slushy maker.
Oh, honey.
I'm just saying, it's a lot easier. See, there's part of the allergies right there.
Yep.
Sneezing directly into the microphone.
I did not sneeze directly into the microphone. I moved away from the microphone.
It sounded like it did.
Well, I'm sorry.
If anybody was asleep, they're not anymore.
This kid needs to be asleep.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
what are you gonna do? He just doesn't get his tablet time, so whatever.
well, he lost that right away because he threw a pillow.
Of course he did.
But now he's just screwing around.
So if anybody has a Citi account, Citigroup, Citibank, CITI, you may want to check to see if you were gifted or credited $81 trillion.
What?
Yeah. 81, not million, not billion, but trillion.
Does that just go missing?
No, it's obviously a mistake.
Well, damn, if that money showed up in my account, I'd be withdrawing it right away.
Yeah, right?
Like,
Citigroup,
nope, it's mine.
yeah. Citigroup erroneously credited $81 trillion instead of 280 to a customer account and took hours to reverse the transaction. 280.
That account would have been cleared.
Did somebody accidentally have that trigger with the hit the
Pushed the
zero?
wrong button.
They hit the zero.
I don't know what happened. I think I fell asleep on the keyboard. Just kept hitting that zero.
Yeah.
Maybe it was someone's cat
Yeah,
was
because
playing with the keyboard.
yeah, because all these work from home people.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
get it. The error, which occurred last April. Wow, it was all the way back then. Jeez, they just catch it now.
Oh, they're just reporting it, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Last April was missed by a payments employee and a second official assigned to check the transaction before it was cleared to the process to the next day. A third employee caught the error, and 1.5 hours later, after the payment was processed and the transaction was ultimately reversed several hours later. According to this, no funds left Citi, which disclosed the near miss. When the bank processes the wrong amount but is able to recover the funds to the Federal Reserve and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, OCC, Citi told Reuters in an emailed statement, its detective controls promptly identified the inputting error between two ledger accounts, that it reversed the entry, adding the incident had no impact on the bank or the client. There were 10 near misses
Sorry,
of
if I saw that pop in my account, it would be gone.
Yeah. There were 10 near misses of $1 billion or more in Citi last year, down from 13 the year.
Jeez.
We got to open up a Citi account.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go ahead and deposit $10. Okay. And you get a receipt and it has like $10
$10
million.
billion.
Yeah, all right. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. You get a big tip from me. You may not have a job afterwards, but here, you take it while you can. Last month, city CFO Mark Mason said the bank is investing more to address its compliance issues, referring to regulatory penalties for risk management and data governance. We saw the need to invest more in the transformation in data and technology and improving the quality of information coming out of our regulatory reporting, Mason said. How about controlling what the people type in their fucking computer?
It's like,
Hey,
here's $81 trillion.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
have 2 hours to pull it out of the account. Otherwise, you're losing it.
how about putting in a little thing? I'm sure there's something that, you can update your IT people with. Say if it's more than $1,000, check the fucking thing first. Like if
an extra check if it's more than $1,000.
Imagine you're depositing $280 like this person was, and all of a sudden, 81 trillion, which I don't even know how many zeros that is. It's a lot of zeros.
It's a lot of zeros.
There should be a pop-up say, "Hey, doofus, check your fucking amount. Are you sure it's 81 trillion? Are we trying to pay Pakistan? What the fuck?" You go ahead and take a look. A big pop-up should say, "Hey, you're an idiot. You're fired."
Yeah, there should be some kind of a pop-up of it if it's more than a certain amount of money.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey,
if you're doing personal
just
banking,
so you know, you're putting in a very large amount of money here. Are you sure that's right?
If you're doing personal banking, like if you're in the banking industry and you do personal banking, I think 1,000 is a good, safe safety net. Hey, this is more than 1,000. Do you realize how much you just put in? Okay, click OK, and then another one say, "Are you sure?" You click OK on that one.
Right.
At some point
Well,
in time,
I don't know.
you're gonna mess that up.
1,000. I mean, we get paid more than that in a paycheck.
Yeah,
some
but it's
people
direct,
do.
it's direct deposit. All right,
A lot of people do.
5,000.
So yeah,
5,000.
I would say it would need to be higher than
But
that.
I think it definitely needs to stop before $1 million, maybe
Yeah.
before 100,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here's really what should happen. And I don't understand why it hasn't been done already. If you're doing a cash deposit, right? Cash deposit.
Yeah.
You go ahead and you put all the money. You know how you put like a bucket of quarters and dimes and nickels and you put it in this sorting machine and it sorts it out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it'll tell you how much is that you just dumped.
Yeah.
Take a stack of money.
You can do that at the ATM.
No, fuck the ATM. I'm talking about actually going to a teller. Somebody that needs to be replaced by robots.
But I feel like they have a machine at the bank that they can do that.
I don't know. But I'm just saying, in this case here, somebody's physically handling money. Put it in the slot. Tell you how many fives, how many ones, how many tens, 20s, hundreds, whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do have that. In the
If
bank.
they do that, that should be right there. And instead of looking at the deposit slip and just blindly putting money in the drawer and assuming the deposit slip is correct, no, you count the money, you put it in this little machine. It tells you, "Hey, idiot, you didn't give me $280. You gave me $180. We're going to go ahead and let you take care of this for $180. That's what we're going to do." And the check's the same way. I mean, it's literally written right there on there. You scan the check with this freaking blue thing or it just reads the check. And it does it in the ATM. I know it does for mine.
Yeah.
And it shows that's exactly how much money you're getting. That's it. Boom.
It's like a scanner. It scans it and then it shows and then it gives you the amount. And
right.
You go
It's
on your way.
done. How? I'm just astonished. It happened 13 times last year for over $1 million. Over $1 million errors.
yeah, that's crazy.
13. That's one a month.
Yeah.
That's one a month. And now, how many times did that have to go through? Like a lot more steps than the steps they had to get to reverse this 81 trillion. How do you let that even happen? How is there not security measures in your system right now? How is that possible? I mean,
Crazy.
this is a personal bank account, and you're going to go ahead and give them $81 trillion? Number one, if you did a fuck up that big, I honestly would sue your ass and say, you need to give me at least $1 million. You fucked up. This is the biggest fuck up in the history of fuck ups. You need to at least pay out some money because you were ready to give me $81 trillion. I think $1 million's not too far off the, it's not too unreasonable. Give me $1 million and we'll forget this thing ever happened. And you can go ahead and find out why the fuck your security measures suck the way they do. It's just, I don't understand how that even passed step one. How that even passed step one. Because you take a look at this. Just imagine. $280, right? $81 trillion. How does that happen?
It's not even the same numbers.
Right. I could see if it was $280 billion or $28 trillion, something I could get. Where did 81 come from? Why was there so many zeros? What happened? I'd like to know those keystrokes.
Like I could understand if like you said, if it had the same numbers, but there was like too many zeros, like maybe there's a problem with their zero key on the keyboard and it stuck and you ended up with a bunch of zeros. Who knows?
And at the same time, how fucking blind are you to
Well, yeah.
go ahead and hit the mouse and hit continue after you see 81 and like 12 zeros? How blind are you?
Yeah, when you're dealing with people's bank accounts, you don't want to make a mistake like that. You want to make sure you've got the right amounts in there. So you're going to double check it. You're going to triple check it. You're going to check it as many times as you can and make sure it's correct.
Yeah. And just the fact that they've reported at Citi, no less. Don't know if this has happened anywhere else. Hasn't happened to me yet. But at Citi, 10 quote unquote near misses of people getting $1 billion or more dollars because people are not paying attention to the number that they're putting in the computer. And that was down from 13 the year before. At what point, I'm wondering, how many was it in 2023? Or 2022? How many? I mean, it sounds like, thank you, John. John went ahead and put in the number of $81 trillion, and it's 81 000 000 000 000 000 000. I think that's way too many.
The
Million, billion, trillion.
The zero had to have been stuck.
Had to have been. Yeah, 12 zeros. 81 and
That's
12
a lot of
zeros.
zeros.
Yeah. John, I think, went into like the quat billions or something like that. Quazillions. John went way too much. John, I think, thank God you're not a banker. He would have gave me 81 bazillion dollars. He would have gave me Dr. Evil money. Million, bazillion, gazillion. Da, 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 da. Oh, my God. Last July, Citi was fined $136 million for insufficient progress in tracking these issues in 2020 and fined $400 million for some risk and data failures. Oh, my God. They are such a shitty-ass company. Go ahead.
Well, no, I wasn't sure if you were done talking about the Citibank thing.
I'm done. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
So, Epcot has started its Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah.
The main display in the front this year is Moana, and it's actually really cool.
Yeah, isn't that Maui?
Yeah,
in there
it's
too?
Maui and Pua and Moana with Hey Hey sitting on top of Pua's head.
Yep. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey.
That's
Fun.
really cool, though.
Fun. Oh, yeah. Listen, it's always going to be cool. It's going to be cool until
But
it's
I
not.
feel like this one is more detailed than some of the other ones. Because it's even got Maui's tattoos and everything all outlined.
But they've always made really detailed ones. I mean, yes, they're taking it a step further here and actually doing the tattoos, which is kind of cool. So, yeah. So I know they got the whole, you know, the Garden Rocks thing and stuff.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of new merchandise was released
Of
with
course.
for Flower and Garden. There's a couple of things I thought that were really cute, but
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of, we'll get to that Monday. All right, just to let you know, the show is taking hiatus. Actually, the show is taking hiatus on Wednesday the 19th. That's really the only time it's taking hiatus, actually, because we don't do a Friday show.
yeah,
And we'll be back Monday,
yeah.
the 24th, which I think is Memorial. It's some day over there. I forget what it is.
So
Oh, by the way, your clocks are going ahead this Sunday. Don't forget. We're going to be.
we weren't
springing
taking
forward.
Monday off of work, though, right?
No, but
Okay.
he does.
He has Monday off. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, so Monday is a holiday, but we'll do a show. At least we'll try to do a show. You know us. We can try to do it, we'll do it. If not, oh well. In the meantime, you know what? It's 8 minutes till. We're just going to go ahead and.
I actually had a good news story.
You do?
I do.
Yeah, save it.
All right.
I want to go to bed.
Okay.
So, all right. So, John Cena is going on SmackDown May 3rd. No, I really hope they don't keep him off that long. That's going to be after WrestleMania. Anyway, all right, we're done with this. All right, guys, we're out of here. A lot of it's abrupt because we don't really have any more stations carrying the show anymore. So I pretty much can go ahead and just end the show whenever I want. That's the beauty part. But make sure you follow and share the show. That's appreciative. Gotta figure out this Google shit. Find out why it's not working. Or no, we figured it out. It's just I don't know. I don't like the way it is. I'm gonna miss Skype. All right, guys. Take care. We're out of here. Have a good one. Make sure you like and share the show. Later. Like I said, later.
It blinded me permanently.